Wednesday evening, earlier this week, emergency services were called to a pub on Valentine Street in Parramatta, Sydney's west, following reports of a stabbing. A 52-year-old man and a 58-year-old man, both minding their own business, taking group photos with friends, were all of a sudden stabbed multiple times each in the upper torsos, necks and arms by a 30-year-old woman who was subsequently arrested. And by the way, that 30-year-old woman was a complete stranger. There was no provocation. The guys were just doing their own thing, taking group photos with friends, and then this 30-year-old woman walked into the pub, produced a knife, and proceeded to stab them both in the necks, upper torsos, and arms. Paramedics were called out. They were able to provide aid at the scene. The two men were taken to hospital and were told that they're in stable condition. So let's hope and pray they make full recoveries and don't sustain any lifelong injuries. We're also told that the 30-year-old woman walked out of the premises. Seemingly, she was asked to leave by security, and she said, "Yeah, right, lads, I'll be on my way." I'm being a little bit facetious there, and the reason why is because I'm a little bit bemused, a little bit concerned as to why the security didn't apprehend this woman. I'm not a security guy myself. If I was paid $25 an hour to apprehend a woman that just stabbed a couple of people, perhaps I'd be a little bit reluctant to apprehend them myself. You know, I'm not entirely sure, but it does seem appropriate to me to expect that the security guards would at least try to apprehend a crazed, lunatic, psychopathic woman who walked into their premises and stabbed two guys minding their own business, multiple times, by the way. So there's that. The woman was initially taken to hospital. She was then taken to Maryland's police station. She's been charged with 2 counts of grievous bodily harm with intent to murder, and I applaud those charges. Grievous bodily harm with intent to murder. I would think that if you were to go up to two strangers minding their own business and proceed to stab them in the neck, stab them in the upper torso, stab them in the arms, I would think that attempted murder would be an absolutely appropriate charge. She was refused bail. She did face court yesterday on Friday, probably for an initial hearing. I'm not aware of the outcome of that. I doubt we'll see any further updates in regards to this attack. I would hope that the woman gets jailed or incarcerated into a mental institution for multiple years. Stabbed 2 men in the neck and upper torso and their arms. I would say that's absolutely attempted murder. I'm sure she'll claim a psychotic episode or such. She'll claim that she deserves leniency due to mental health issues. Perhaps you would agree with that to some extent, but either way, she needs to be locked up for a very, very long time. Mental health issues or not, she chose to go into a pub with a knife and stab 2 guys that she didn't even know for no good reason. She needs to be locked up for that. She needs to pay for her transgressions and pay significantly. I say this because I have some level of concern that she'll get some degree of a pass. "Oh, you were having a bad day, were you, love? Oh, okay. Well, these things happen. Okay, all right, you stabbed 2 guys in the upper torsos, arms, and in their necks. Yeah, you walked into a pub and you went straight up to them and you did that. No reason, didn't know them. Complete strangers, completely unprovoked. They were minding their own business, taking group photos with friends, and you just fucking ruined their night, potentially took their lives, potentially ruined their lives by stabbing them multiple times each. But you were having a bad day, were you? Is that what was going on? Struggling a little bit mentally, were you? All right, well, let's not be too harsh on you then. Let's give you probation or something, shall we? Let's put you under house arrest, shall we? I'm being facetious. The reason I'm being facetious is because I do have this genuine fear, this genuine concern that because the woman is a vagina bearer, that she'll be given some level of a pass. She'll be able to claim that her actions were not of her normal character, that her actions were due to being under stress of some kind, And I am very confident that she will be given some level of leniency, and that annoys me, hence the facetiousness. But regardless, I doubt we'll find out. I doubt any major media publications will follow up with this story. I think this will be the first and last that we hear of it, which may serve its purposes. Hopefully the victims are able to move on with their lives. But I do feel that the woman concerned does need to face full justice. Sure, put her in the right institution if she is mentally ill. Stick her in a mental facility that's appropriate, that's able to handle such psychopaths. But either way, she needs to be incarcerated. I guess I've gone on a bit of a tangent, a bit of a ramble, so I'll tighten things up at this point, and thank you for your time. If you appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. If you're in a position to consider joining my memberships, please do. A super chat, a super thanks would be lovely, and a little bit of encouragement to keep on top of these articles. I do want to cover multiple ones a day, but this is a part-time hobby thing for me. It's very hard to find the time and energy to do things swiftly, but either way, I'll thank you for listening. Take care.